and welcome to Study English IELTS Preparation. I'm Margot Politis. Today we'll look at the IELTS speaking test. There are 3 parts to the test. Each part has a particular purpose. The examiner will record the interview to ensure the test is to standard and conducted fairly for all candidates. Let's watch someone begin their interview.
Good morning. My name is Maria. What's your name?
My name's Sanjay.
Thank you. Can I just check your ID, please, Sanjay? Thank you, that's fine. What are you doing at the moment? Are you a student or do you work?
Currently a student.
And what are you studying?
I'm studying a diploma in business.
The purpose of Part 1 is to settle you down and get you used to the test situation. So you will only be required to answer some general questions about yourself on some familiar topics such as studies, travel, sports, family, food, and exercise. Let's see how another candidate answers questions about exercise. The first question is designed to test her skills at identifying.
What kind of exercise do you enjoy?
I enjoy running because I think it's easy, and I think you should need good shoes and you can run, and I can run at morning. It's really good, I think.
The next question is to see how well she expresses an opinion.
Is it important to exercise regularly?
Yes, I think it's really important because you can keep your body healthy and you can keep fit, especially for girls that keep fit, and it's good for your health as well.
This question tests comparing.
Do you think people are exercising more these days compared to 50 years ago?
No, I don't think so. Because you still like me, you don't have enough time. I think another people don't have enough time as well, so they don't have enough regular exercise.
Other skills that are assessed include describing, expressing preferences, and giving reasons. You are not expected to give in-depth answers at this stage of the interview, but you can extend your answer with a longer sentence. To help prepare for this section, you can develop vocabulary around the topic areas and make sure you know the verb tense that is appropriate for answering the question. For example, the question, "What kind of exercise do you enjoy?" is in the simple present tense. So she replies with the same tense, "I enjoy running." Listen again.
What kind of exercise do you enjoy?
I enjoy running.
In Part 2, the examiner will give you a topic on a prompt card to talk about for 1 to 2 minutes. You will be allowed 1 minute to make some notes. After your talk, the examiner will ask you a follow-up question. The topics are of a general nature. You could be asked to talk about an object that is important to you, or a major festival in your country, or to describe an interesting building. Let's see how the interviewer introduces the second part of the interview and how the candidate prepares for the talk.
Now, I'd like you to talk for 1 to 2 minutes on a topic that I'll give you.
Sure.
You have 1 minute to prepare and make some notes to help you. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Well, here's a pencil and a paper for making notes, and here is your topic. I'd like you to describe a holiday or vacation you took recently.
Sure.
This is what was written on the prompt card she gave him. Describe a holiday or a vacation you took recently. You should say where you went, who you travelled with, what you did, and explain why you enjoyed your vacation. Think of 2 or 3 things to say about each prompt and write down words that will help remind you of what to say. Let's look at what he wrote. Do the notes help him? Let's listen to his talk.
A holiday which I went recently was in Thailand, Bangkok, Thailand. We planned this, I guess, 2 weeks in advance. It's kind of a last-minute planning with my family. We decided to just go for a short holiday down to Bangkok. So we called my travel agent, and we got tickets booked for me, my mom, my brother, and my sister.
It is important to begin your talk by introducing the topic. He is following the notes he made. For who, he tells us, we got tickets booked for me, my mum, my brother, and my sister. For what, he talks about shopping.
We went to 2 shopping malls. One of the malls called Big C. Big C, yeah, that was the mall. So the mall was very clean, and I was surprised. It was very clean, very big, very big, very clean and all. So that was just a normal shopping center. Then over the weekend, we decided to go and visit this big weekend market in Bangkok itself. So it's called a weekend market. It had like 1,000 over stalls. It was this big, humongous place. So what we did, we spent our whole time there shopping.
For why, he tells us what a wonderful experience it was.
But it was a wonderful experience going to Bangkok and visiting the sites.
Your talk will be well organised if you follow the same order as the prompts on the card. The interviewer ends this section with a follow-up question. Let's listen to what the interviewer asks him.
Do you think you'll go back there again?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, for shopping is one thing. Prices are really cheap and all.
Yeah.
But it's just the place, the people, they're all friendly and down to earth. And it was a memorable experience.
He responds appropriately with 2 sentences. That's all that is required. To help you prepare for this part, practice talking about a range of topics. The final part of the interview is a discussion on issues related to the topic in part 2. The examiner will be assessing your ability to develop ideas in some depth. Let's see what kind of questions he was asked and how the discussion is introduced.
Okay then. Well, you've described a holiday you've been on, and I'd like to ask you a few more questions related to this.
Sure.
Is it important to travel and take holidays in different places?
Yeah, I feel it is important. Reason being, you're exposed to different cultures, you're exposed to different kind of people, how do they behave, and you get to see a lot of things. If you just take a holiday in your own country or somewhere nearby, you won't really get to see the world, I guess. See how people behave and all.
By asking him, is it important to travel? She is testing whether he can express an opinion. Next, she sees if he can speculate.
Are people travelling more these days, do you think?
Yes, definitely. As you can see nowadays, there's budget airlines where airline prices all become so cheap so that they can visit more places and go to other countries.
Then she asks a question designed to see how well he can compare.
Is it better to travel alone or in a group?
I believe it's better to travel in a group where you have a companion, maybe not in such a big group, but I guess maybe 2 to 3 people, where it's nice to have someone along to share your experiences with, and to visit places and have someone there for companionship.
And finally, she tests how well he can identify.
What kind of problems is travel and tourism causing?
Sometimes people don't know other people's culture and they might offend them in a rude way. They might not know it's offensive, but not knowing their culture and not reading up about it. Sometimes when you go to a foreign land and you might do something to maybe insult the host or insult someone there.
To answer questions well in this section, you should watch programs on current affairs, practice discussing topics, and using a variety of language functions, such as comparing, explaining, and describing. That's all for today. Good luck with your studies.